When I say immunizations, what comes to your head? Do they make you nervous? Is there an unsettling feeling that you get when you take your child to the doctor and he says it's time for shots? You shouldn't feel this way at all. Vaccinations are the best way to maintain your child's health and keep them safe from harmful and sometimes life-threatening diseases. Why do some parents refuse to vaccinate their children? Some people think that it's not safe, or maybe their child will develop autism from vaccinations, but none of that is true. Hearing stories from people who were not vaccinated as a child is really sad. I hate hearing about how they had the flu twice every winter, and then when they were 7, they had diphtheria and had to stay in the hospital for 3 weeks because it started to shut down their kidneys. Vaccinations prevent those diseases. How does the parent with a child that has polio feel knowing that she could have prevented it by getting her child 1 shot? When your child isn't vaccinated, just going out of the house could be dangerous. Those diseases can spread easily, and your child isn't protected from them. How is that fair to the kid who wants to go outside and be a kid but can't because he might get sick when that could have been prevented by a simple shot? While some people believe that vaccinations can cause autism, I think parents should vaccinate their children to prevent them from catching many viruses and diseases. Vaccines help develop immunity by imitating an infection, but this imitation infection does not cause illness. Vaccines reduce the risk of infection by working with the body's natural defenses to help it safely develop immunity to disease. Every parent loves their children very much, I hope, so why not do what is best for them and get them vaccinated? Vaccinating your children will affect their lives greatly without them even knowing.
Hello?
But not vaccinating them will have negative effects on their lives that could potentially give them life-threatening diseases. When I see a baby that has hip pneumonia and hear that they aren't vaccinated, it makes me so angry because it should have been prevented. From CDC.gov, I learned that HIV is a type of bacteria that can cause infections in people of all ages and can be prevented by vaccination as an infant. Vaccinating your children is a powerful defense that is safe, proven, and effective. Before a vaccine is approved and given to children, it is tested extensively. As new information and science become available, vaccine recommendations are updated. Of course, shots are not fun, and they do hurt a little, but they are nothing compared to what your child can feel from the diseases that these vaccines prevent. Diseases and viruses can spread very easily. If your child isn't vaccinated, he will more than likely come down with an illness that makes him very sick. This can mean he misses school for days or weeks, and you can't go to work because you have to stay home and care for your sick child. This can cause financial burdens on a family, and no one deserves to go through the stress of not having enough money to pay their bills. Children need protection early. The recommended childhood immunization schedule is designed to protect infants and children early in life when they are most vulnerable. Our children's lives are so precious. Give them the gift of protection from all the horrible diseases that are out there. Vaccinations prevent so many diseases such as chickenpox, diphtheria, the flu, hepatitis A and B, HIV, measles, the mumps, and many more. All children should receive all their vaccinations. It could save their lives. Now I'll go on to talk about how vaccinations work to fight off diseases. When the germs of a disease enter your body, they start to reproduce. Your immune system recognizes these germs and start making proteins called antibodies to destroy the germs that are making you sick. They can't act fast enough to prevent you from getting sick, but by eliminating the germs, antibodies help you get well. Vaccines offer a solution to this problem. They help build immunity without getting sick first. The vaccines are made from the same germs as the disease, but the germs are either killed or weakened so they don't make you sick, just make you stronger and immune to the disease. I found this information from Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. It is so amazing to know that vaccinations are there to really protect us from the diseases that surround us. Why not vaccinate your children? When the vaccine is given, the body's immune system detects this weakened or dead germ or germ part and reacts just as it would when a new full-blown infection occurs. It begins making antibodies against the vaccine material. These antibodies remain in the body and are ready to react if an actual infectious organism attacks. Immunity means your body is able to fight off a disease before it can make you sick. The antibodies make you immune to diseases. The vaccine tricks the body into thinking it is being evaded, and the immune system makes weapons, the antibodies, that will defend you when a real infection tries to get you sick. Vaccines save lives. Be the best parent you can for your children and make sure they are vaccinated. Some parents believe that vaccinating their children can cause autism. This is completely false. From the research I have done, I learned from Centers for Disease Control and Prevention that vaccine ingredients do not cause autism. Some people have had concerns that autism might be linked to the vaccines children receive, but studies have shown that there is no link between receiving vaccines and developing autism. There have been many studies to prove this. Thimerosal, a mercury-based preservative used to prevent contamination of multi-dose vials of vaccines, have been studied. Between 1999, and 2001, thimerosal was removed or reduced to trace amounts in all childhood vaccines except for some flu vaccines. They did this as a national effort to reproduce mercury exposure in children before studies were conducted that determined the thimerosal was not harmful. It was just used as a precaution. Although no data supporting an association between vaccines and autism existed, several studies were performed to address parental fears. Every parent that is against vaccinations should reconsider how they feel about them. They will protect the children from all harmful viruses. So to all parents, please remember all the many diseases that vaccines will prevent, how they work to protect our children, and that they do not cause autism. That is the best way to ensure your child's protection against harmful diseases is to get them vaccinated. Thank you.